So I am Mick, I am the owner of New House Gallery. We are showing two female artists here. This is Sanne Terwij. She works with different metals. This is aluminium, and then she treats it, and it's like all loose metal plates, and then she puzzles it into one piece. So this is Sanne, and then here we have Lotte Eckel. Both are from the Netherlands. Lotte is a photographer. She also showed at Photo Basel.
In Basel.
In Basel. And I like the combination of works because it like enhances in color, and I think it works really good together.
My name is Dmitry Bogachuk. I'm a director of Home Gallery, and we are really excited to present an exhibition of Ksenia Malafeeva in Miami. And it's a series of ordinary life, and I think it's a pleasure to meet the people here in the United States in amazing atmosphere. So we're really happy to participate. Ksenia Malafeeva, we present her pieces from Ordinary Life series. It's her feelings of really very simple objects, but he feels like a true artist. And actually, audience think it's not photography; it looks like painting. So Ksenia shows how she can work with colors, how she feel extraordinary with the ordinary.
My name is Justin Dingwall. I'm a photographer and artist from South Africa, and I'm here in Miami exhibiting my brand new body of work, When I Stare at the Night Sky. Okay, so what I love about the two different exhibitions is your work has been seen by people who view the world in different ways and have obviously different thoughts and different ways of seeing the world. And I think it's really important for your work to be able to go out into it and for different people to be able to view it and interact with it. And I think through those interactions, you're able to not only see your work differently but from different perspectives, and also makes you realize it's quite different how people in the northern hemisphere will see work from the southern hemisphere or from different continents. You know, we all have different ways of seeing different things. And for me, being able to exhibit at Basel, Switzerland, it's a completely different way of showing the work and people interacting with it. So for me, it's important to always be able to get the work out there and have as many people see it as possible. So the new body of work, it's photography that I have now gone into collage, printed on material. The new body of work is called When I Stare at the Night Sky. So it very much talks about memory, it talks about events that have happened throughout life. The reason I started using material is because it's fragmented. You're able to cut it up, the same as memories, the same as lived experiences. Using thread, be able to bind, to put back together. And I love that with material, it creates a history within it. The folds, the way that you put it back together, it very much holds the process of the work. So for me, it's about trying and experimenting, continuously being excited about going into the studio and creating work. With photography, I'm always interested in meeting people and working with them. But now with the material, and When I Stare at the Night Sky, it allows me to bring more memory into the actual physical work as well. And that brings about a whole different way of viewing and working with photography.
Hey guys, my name is Juan Sebastian, and this is my 10-year retrospective show at Photo Basel. Yes, so here you can see 3 old series. We start with this one, which is 2018. Then we go to 2020, and then we go to 2021. So I think it's fascinating to see how works, besides them being from different years, how they all converse with each other. So it's really nice to see everything come full circle. Some tones from 2018 and from 2021. They're the same orange, so it's really nice to see all the collection together. I mean, it's amazing to take these photos that have been taken all over the world, from Utah to Colombia to New Mexico, and have them, be present in this international stage. So it's really exciting for me every year to be part and, set benchmarks in my career.
My name is Helga Stenzel. I'm a London-based artist, I'm also a photographer. And what we see here is my newest series. It's called Horses, and in this series I explore the relationship between a human and a horse, and it's a very personal series because my grandfather comes from a family of horse keepers, and horse keeping was in the family for like generations. And I was the only one not interested in horses at all. So I decided to rectify the mistake this year, and I found a wonderful location in London, wonderful stables, and I went there, I can't remember how many times, but I got to know the horses, I got to know their unique characters, personalities, and I tried to reflect their personalities in the images. So this guy is called Neighbor, like neighbor, and this is Clotilda, and as you can tell, they're very different. Like Neighbor is very outgoing and fun, whereas Clotilda is more sophisticated. And I think she's definitely a very experienced horse, a horse that has seen a lot in her life, and she still probably participates in the races, but it's more for fun rather than any records.
Yeah, Buchkunst Berlin Gallery is delighted to show some iconic works of photography. For instance, Thomas Höpker, one of our favorite photographers, who unfortunately passed away this year. So we are really happy to show some of his most iconic works here. Muhammad Ali pictures they made together in the summer of 1966 when Höpker visited Ali for 3 weeks, and they going across the country to his hometown, Louisville, Kentucky. And some of the most iconic pictures are made in this time, especially the fifth pictures that became icons on Magnum photography. And everybody knows that Miami, and especially Miami Beach, is Ali land, since he was starting to have a gym here and have his important fights at the convention center. And the people are really enjoying to see this so important figure here in these iconic photographs, where two masters met together in one picture. We are also happy that we have, for the first time with our gallery, René Gröbli, a very famous and important Swiss photographer. His Eye of Love, Das Auge der Liebe, the most beautiful love letter in photo history, with his famous sitting nude that was photographed in 1952, and then in 1954 it was bought by Edward Steichen from the MoMA Department of Photography for their permanent collection. And he also selected some of these really wonderful and beautiful series for the exhibition The Family of Man, the Touring the World. And we are big fans of his work a long time, and now we have them here as wonderful palladium platinum prints. And another position I would like to talk about is Roger Bellon, because I think he's bringing me a little bit to photography with his work in Outland in 1999 when I discovered his work. And now, years later, we are presenting some of his really transition works that goes from his early documentary into this inscenated photography. So our pictures describing a photography world that goes from document to fiction and brings everything together. And we are really happy that Photo Basel curated us for the show here in Miami Beach, and we're enjoying it the most.